big one beat. This is a big one beat.
Hi, my name is KimathiTLewis, and I wanted to share with you the reasons why I decided to take Tai Chi 1. Several years ago, I started taking some antibiotics to get rid of a skin problem I had. And I was taking the antibiotics for several months. And I didn't know it at the time, but it was destroying my immune system. And as a result, I ended up developing a yeast infection, also known as Candidus. Of course, I got off the antibiotics. And I changed my diet based on the books that I read, based on advice I received about how to improve my condition. And I cut out yeast, I cut out sugar, I cut out yeast. I even gave out some fruits based on what I was told, but I saw no improvement in my condition. A Tai Chi teacher that I knew at the time started talking to me about Tai Chi and how it can help with my Candidus, my yeast infection. And so I decided to take Tai Chi with him at a local activity center here. And I was with him, I'd say, for about 3 years. And I saw no improvement in my condition. And I thought that was normal. I thought maybe it takes a while for me to get rid of the Candidus through Tai Chi. So it happened that another Tai Chi teacher, Mr. Andrew Williams, showed up at the center where I was. And I started talking to him some more about Tai Chi. And reluctantly I told him about my condition and my yeast infection. And he seemed surprised that I had not been healed since I've been doing it for so long, for 3 years. And so in continuing to talk to him about Tai Chi, I decided to accept him as my teacher. And so I started taking Tai Chi with him. Also, another reason why I decided to take Tai Chi with Mr. Williams is because he was willing to teach me how to use it as in self-defense, which my first teacher refused to do because he said I wasn't ready. I did not know why I wasn't ready. He didn't explain that to me. So anyway, I started taking Tai Chi with Mr. Williams, and I'd say within about 6 months, I was healed from the Candidus, from the yeast infection, which, of course I was amazed and glad of that. And in that time, Mr. Williams also was teaching me about using Tai Chi as self-defense. And so in that time I started learning how to be better prepared, be better alert, and be prepared for any situation or circumstance through Tai Chi. He's very patient, he was very understanding. Actually, one of the things I learned from being under his tutelage is how to separate a good instructor from a bad one. Because before, I didn't understand that Tai Chi was supposed to just focus on internal strength. My first teacher, I did not get that from him. He used a lot of external force, he used power, he used speed. In fact, in a demonstration one time, he hit me so hard that I actually got a headache. And so, in being under Mr. Williams' tutelage, I've never suffered any problems like that. He's very gentle, he's very patient, he's very understanding, and he takes the time to give me an understanding of what Tai Chi is actually about and how it's actually supposed to be applied. And in our practice, doing push hands and even doing silk willy, I see how gentle his touches, and I'm amazed at how gentle his touches. He moved with a lot of grace, moved with a lot of softness. And he teach me about how Tai Chi is supposed to be applied through proper breathing, about staying relaxed, just being alert and just moving naturally. And so through him, I understand that Tai Chi, even the most basic form of Tai Chi, you can take down as many as 5 or 10 attackers, maybe even more. And Tai Chi can actually prepare you for any situation, any street fighting situation. So any circumstance, it doesn't matter how many attackers coming after you, what situation you find yourself in, Tai Chi can actually work. And he helped me understand that it's not about high kicks, it's not about speed, it's not about forceful punches. It's just about staying relaxed, breathing properly, and just moving naturally. And if you do all those things and just, apply the basics of Tai Chi, you can defeat any attacker coming from any angle. And so I'm glad I'm taking Tai Chi with Mr. Williams. I'm learning a lot from him. I'm learning how to be patient with myself. I give him a lot of credit for my health as well, because since I've been taking Tai Chi with him, I've only gotten sick maybe once a year. So far this year, I've not gotten sick at all. And so I'm pleased about that. My immune system is a lot stronger. My body is a lot stronger and healthier overall. So I'm glad I'm taking Tai Chi with Mr. Williams, and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning to be more focused and not give in to distraction and emotions. And I'm learning about being patient with myself and not using external force, because I used to do that a lot. And I'm learning to get rid of all of that and kind of go back to being natural and just being relaxed and just staying alert and just staying focused. And so I'm glad I'm taking Tai Chi, and I'm glad I'm taking it under the tutelage of Mr. Williams. I also want to mention that I've been with Mr. Williams now, like I said, for over 5 years. And I've never seen him gotten sick, even from a common cold. He's over 47 years old. He's been diagnosed since he was born. Well, he was born with scoliosis and heart murmur. Heart murmur is an irregular heartbeat, and scoliosis is a crooked spine. And yet still I've seen him do high kicks. I've seen him do perfect stretches. And this is something that even 20-year-olds can do. He's in perfect condition. And just in watching him and the way his lifestyle is, I can see how Tai Chi works as well. It gives me positive reinforcement, if you will, for what it can be like for me in the future. And even when he's practicing with the other students who are more than twice his size, there's another student who's maybe over 250 pounds, and I've seen him move with such light speed, with grace and fluidity, and push that student away like he was nothing, like he was just a piece of paper. And so in seeing him demonstrate Tai Chi like that, it helps me understand how effective it can be. It helps me understand that it doesn't matter how big you are, how strong you are, that if you apply it correctly, that Tai Chi does work.